Hi friends, today we're going to talk about two very colorful varieties of some common plants, such as the Neon Pothos and the Philodendron Lemon Lime. And we're going to talk about the differences between them, but also how do they get like this. If you're new here, my name is Larissa, and in this channel we try to make plant parenting easier by explaining how plants work. And in here we have a Philodendron Lemon Lime and a Neon Pothos. And we're gonna talk about the differences between the two of them and how to tell them apart. But before we do that, I wanna talk a little bit about how they got like this, how they got this lime green neon color. And if you're here just for the differences, you can skip to the differences chapter that's gonna be down here. We're gonna get to that in a bit. But first, I've been doing research for months trying to find out why these plants are the color they are. We have several different varieties of lemon lime plants. Every now and then there is a lemon lime philodendron, a lemon lime split leaf philodendron, lemon lime something. And I was intrigued by that. I was thinking maybe that these big commercial greenhouses, they are doing something to the plants to get them this color, treating with a different light, I don't know, radiation, something. So I was trying to find the origins and the patent documents for the Neon Pothos and the Philodendron Lemon Lime, and I couldn't find anywhere. And then I even emailed some experts in the University of Florida, but I have no answer so far. So I turned to Reddit. I just popped this question on Reddit to see if anyone had an idea about how these plants came to be. And I had a very interesting response. So one guy told me that basically this is actually a naturally occurring variegation like all the other variegations out there. But the difference is that a completely variegated neon plant can survive when a completely variegated white or cream plant cannot survive. What he mean by that? If you want to know more about variegation, have a whole video, but basically variegation is when a plant has specks of white or cream. A plant that's usually completely green has some specks of white or cream. The more variegation you have in a leaf, the less chlorophyll you have, because only the green parts of the plant have chlorophyll. So if you have a leaf that is completely variegated, that leaf is gonna die for sure. And if you have a plant completely white, that plant's not gonna survive. But in here we have a variegation that is bright green. There is like a different shade of green. And this variegation can survive. A plant that is 100% variegated with the shade of green can survive because this part still has chlorophyll. And then I went online and I actually was able to find a patent document for another type of philodendron that is also a lemon lime philodendron. The reason why I was looking for a patent document is because they have to describe the process of getting the plant in the patent document. So I knew I was going to find some answer there. And they were saying, what they were saying makes sense with what we got from Reddit so far. So basically they found some neon lemon lime variegation in some of the plants, and what they did was to use tissue culture to propagate those plants. So tissue culture is basically micro propagation. So that's how they got You done, Lucy? Okay. Anyways, that's how they got the plant. And so it's basically a naturally occurring variegation. And so let's talk about the differences between the two plants and how can you tell them apart. When it comes to the color, the Neon Pothos is a little bit more on the darker side and greener. And the Philodendron Lemon Limes is a brighter shade of green with a lot of yellow in it, so it's like yellowish. If you want to know the differences between the philodendron and the pothos, the first thing you need to look for is new growth. So in the philodendron, the new growth comes from a stem. The plant basically extends this vine, this stem, and the leaf unfurls from inside of it. And to protect this new leaf, they have something called chlorophyll. And in the pothos, the leaves basically extend from the last leaf. So you have like the stem and the petiole, that is the part that connects the leaf to the stem. And the new leaf comes from inside of it, and there is no structure to protect it because it's already developing inside the stem of the last leaf. If you look closely in any hardleaf philodendron, you're gonna see a bunch of like small dried leaves. Those are the cotyphils. There was a structure that helped the leaf protect the new leaf, and when the new leaf is mature and self-sufficient, this cotyphyl just grows old and dies and falls off. And also, if you look at the leaves, first, the shape of the leaves. The philodendron has more of a heart-shaped leaf with a very pointy end, and the pothos is less pronounced, has a heart, it's more like a shape of a drop. In the middle of the pothos, you have this very marked indentation, almost like you can fold the leaf in half, and the philodendron leaf is a little bit flatter. Also, if you look at the stems of the philodendron are usually thinner. The petioles have a bit of a reddish, pinkish coloration to it, while in the pothos, the stems and the petioles are always very green, are the same color as the leaves. Those are the main differences, and if you want to go deeper into the differences of pothos and philodendrons, we made a video specifically about that, and we go into very specific detail of the differences between the two plants. And if you like pothos in general, want to see more videos of pothos, we have a whole playlist of pothos videos just for you. And that's all. Thank you for watching, and I see you soon. Bye!